Yeah, we'll go lumber mill. Is there a healer going up here though? Alright, that's all I really care about. Because if we don't have a healer as a prot warrior, we kind of just run in, do shitty DPS, and then die after we pop all of our cooldowns. So, let's peel for a healer. I'll show my talents here in a little bit, which I'm just stellar at doing. We'll pop cooldowns here, actually, because we should. We should actually show the damage. Wow, my health is gone. We should show the damage that prot has the chance to do. Oh, wow, we're fucking dead already. Reasons I don't like playing prot, I just die. I don't get heals. I can't heal myself, which is the tragedy of prot warrior. I'd say that was a great example as to why prot warrior's kind of on the lower part of the good tank list. Or I'm just bad at playing it still. Like, you never know. You never know which one. To be honest, well, I'm just reading this right here. To be honest, I haven't played prot since 8.1, so this is my first time playing it since 8.1.5, and they're actually nerfing it a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean they're nerfing Thunderclap damage because the prot warriors are incredibly broken in the MDI scene, so they're gonna nerf prot warriors, sadly, which is, I don't know. I don't want to say it's sad because I don't even play this spec, because I don't like playing tick specs that don't have self-heals, because, I mean, it's self-heals, man. What are you gonna do against a Blood Death Knight versus prot warrior? The Blood Death Knight's gonna win every time because he can just heal himself and has way more defensives. And can, you know, mitigate magic damage as well, but that's another story. I really think Prot Warrior is just really designed for MDI or Mythics right now, and I guess that's fine. I don't know. I don't know, man. I haven't played Prot in forever, so we're gonna be talking about Prot, guys. In case you haven't figured that out already. We're trying to pretty much just top the damage meters, which, you know, not really a good goal. Wow, with fucking 30,000, what the fuck? So we're actually just trying to hit the damage meters here. I'll show you guys talents in a little bit. Need to use Ignore Pain a lot more, because it's weird not having that on a global cooldown, because it was on a global cooldown for, I don't even know how long. Really long, for the most part. Wow, that's whatever it's called. Battle Standard. We're gonna actually try to apply all of our dots on everyone as well. Okay. That's gone. We do have cooldowns again. So I'll use those. Use Reflect if that even does anything. I don't think it does. I do like the Thunderclap damage. It actually does decent amount of damage. God, we just need heals. I'd say that's just the downfall. Like, if you had a good healer as a prot warrior that, like, actually just followed you around and was able to pocket heal you, you'd probably be, I don't want to say the most viable tank, but you'd definitely be the hardest hitting tank damage-wise. Saying prot warrior is the most viable tank is like saying there's nothing wrong with Fire Mage, and that Greater Pyroblast is the best game-making / game-breaking decision in the game. It's, just, yeah, that's all I have to really say. Show my talents here. I'm pretty much going for big shield slams because, I mean, I like going for big shield slams. It's the only thing I like in life. Punish. Kinks. My one kink. What else are we taking here? Let's see. Punish Crackling Thunder for the reduced... Wait, that's a radius increase on that. I don't think there's really anything really good here. You could take Bounding Stride for the reduced cooldown, Heroic Leap, which wouldn't be bad. And Safeguard would be good for, you know, actually playing like a tank, but I don't do that. I just play a tank and then I do DPS. Because that's how I do things. Unstoppable Force for the damage increase and reduces the cooldown. This for the health. This for the shockwave reduction. This for the extra damage and rage increase. And this for the shield slam damage and the extra duration of my shield block. One of the things I really like about Prot is our cooldowns are so low, we can actually hit decent shield slams if you really try hard enough. Only bad part I'd say is that if you don't get the right procs, your shield slam just kind of never procs, and then you just don't do enough damage. But you'll see there I'm hitting like 12,000 on crits, which is pretty good. I mean, that's decent damage. That's probably the hardest hitting, I'd say the most spammable, hardest hitting tank ability in the game, next to like Death Strike, which isn't spammable, so that's why I said it's not spammable. Let's see what it is without demoralizing. I don't even know what that hit for. Something around 11,000? I don't know. I can't count numbers. Numbers hurt me, brain. There's a 20,000. Not bad. So the main reason I'm playing Prot is because I'm trying to rank all of the tank specs. And in my mind right now, it's obviously like Blood DK and Proud Pally at the top. Brewmaster and Guardian. Brewmaster is definitely at the bottom. I'd say Guardian's probably slightly above Warrior, just because of their mobility and self-heals, and then Warrior's probably below it. It really matters what you're going for. If you're going for high damage, I mean, Prot Warrior's probably going to be higher on the list, but if you're going for just self-sustain and without healers, Warrior's probably going to be lower on the list, because, as you guys saw, you can't really avoid damage. You're going to take damage no matter what, because our damage mitigation's a 50% damage mitigation, which, in my opinion, doesn't make too much sense, giving other tanks complete damage mitigation, such as Purifying Brew, Death Strike Heal, Frenzied Regen from Guardian Druid, Soul Strike from Vengeance Demon Hunter, Self-Heal from Prot Warrior, Prot Pally, sorry. All those kind of, you know, self-heals and self-sustaining abilities, and then we just get, you know, you take 50% of the damage. You take 50% of the damage that you'd normally take. If you told someone that back in the day about Prot Warrior, they'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you give us such a disadvantage? I don't know, Prot Warrior is weird too. It's one of those specs that, it's always been in a weird spot, I'd say. It's always never had like a defining, I guess, playstyle, other than a warrior that's a tanky warrior that does damage. I'd say that is the defining playstyle, just being tanky and doing a little bit more damage than other tanks. Which is weird, but there's not much we can do about it. Let's use cooldowns here. Let's actually hit the rogue. Fuck. As soon as I say that, he just parries. It's stun. Nice. We don't get any stuns. We didn't get any shield slams off on our demoralizing shouts. We pretty much wasted our life. That's a damn shame. What else is happening here? We'll use Last Stand. We'll use a few things here. Now we have, what, I don't even know how much health that has. 300-something thousand health, which is a decent amount. It's kind of crazy to see that they're nerfing Shield Slam, but it makes sense because... Not Shield Slam, Thunderclap. It does hit fairly hard for, I guess, just, you know, just an AoE ability. It's for 4,000 non-crits. And then, like, with Avatar, I'd say probably 15,000 crits, I'd say. Which is pretty ridiculous for a tank ability. But of course, it doesn't really provide anything. Like, if you think about other tank abilities such as Soul Strike or Vengeance, and then, let's see what else. Death Strike. I mean, it does decent damage, but it also self-heals you. But Death Strike's really the only kind of sustain you have from Blood DK. It's nice to see we're 4-capping. I kind of want to top damage meters, or at least try to, but I don't think that's really going to happen. Zerking. There's probably going to be a stealth character here. If anything, we grab Zerking, we leap onto it, and we go back on the Warlock that's just kind of sitting over there. There has to be like a stealth druid here or something. So we're going to throw a random clap out. Never mind, we're actually just going to charge and assault this gnome. Because that's what makes me happy in life, assaulting short people. Wow, I don't even know how much... Let's look at the average shield slam damage. Average hit, 6,000, not bad. Max hit, I think, is the one that's really, really interesting about that. I don't even know what the max hit was on that. 30,000, which is pretty high for, you know, just a normal tank ability. As I've said 10 times so far. Actually block some of this damage. 15,000 crits. So that means the non-crit would be hitting for, like... I don't even know. 7,000 on plate wear. Ideally, you'd want to hit a cloth wear, so you do more physical damage, but actually being able to pull that off and being able to, I guess, choose what target you want, it's kind of challenging as a tank, especially when... I don't know why people are inclined to hit tanks more, but they are. This is something I've noticed. Maybe it's because the shield really inclines them to hit them, but who knows, really. Do I help you? I don't think I do. What does that even do? Oh, cool. Gonna block that next ranged attack on you. Nice, actually came in handy a little bit. Hello, Rogue. Use cooldowns here. Always has the parry. Where's the druid? There he is. 21,000. Let's get more. We need more power. Get some ignore pains up here. Oh wow, we're kind of stranded here. We have to just butt hump our healer for the most part, because we're really relying on the not self heals. We don't have any self heals. That's my big. If we had some sort of damage mitigation that wasn't just taking 50% of the damage that we normally take, I'd probably like Fury a lot more. Not Fury Prot. I'd probably like it a lot more, but you know, it doesn't really give much to the table, I guess, when it comes to self heals or self sustain, other than Victory Rush and Ignore Pain, which really aren't the best self heals. But yeah, if you gave a Prot Warrior self heals, they would probably be really broken as well. I'm also now taking traits because traits are halved in PvP, and I don't think... When I was looking at my armor, I mean, I'll switch the traits around if the traits are actually good, but this just increases damage by 179, pretty minimal. Increases damage by 206, pretty minimal. It also increases the duration of demoralizing the shout, which I do realize would help my build a lot, because it would just increase the window of that 15% damage buff through the talent that I'm taking, but I'm too lazy for that, and I don't want to waste gold on respecs, or whatever they're called these days. There's a prot. Not a prot. This is a priest. 14,000 non-crit. That's decent. I think the main bitch is just no self-heals and RNG reliant on shield slam proccing again, which only procs off of melees, I think. I also have Stormbolt on my bar. Oh, never mind, I didn't respec, I'm a genius. Hello, rogue! You're the rogue that was on me and the healer like 2 seconds ago, huh? We'll actually stun all of you. Just kidding, we get stunned as soon as we have the thought process of actually stunning people. Okay, cooldowns. Let's go. Let's do it, boys. Just thunderclap everyone. That's all we gotta do. Gotta clap those cheeks. My priorities in game align with the priorities in my life. Just clapping cheeks all day. Clapping alliance, I guess. I don't know. But look at these shield slams. My god, I wasn't even paying attention to those. Those are hard as shit. I also had berserking, so that explains it a little bit, but need to use Ignore Pain just a lot more. It's weird not having Ignore Pain on a global cooldown compared to what... I mean, it was on a global cooldown for a long time. For, I guess, the Prot Warrior. Prot Warrior rework, I don't even think it was a rework. It was making Prot Warrior what it should have been at launch, to be honest. Which is a common theme these days. Delaying what a class design should be until later in the patches, so they can say, look what we released on this patch date. We didn't release nothing, we fixed Prot Warrior, what are you talking about? Kind of that general shenanigan that Blizz does, which is more common now than ever, I think. I don't think they ever really stalled out stuff as much as they do now, which is sad to see, but what are we really going to do about that? We can complain about it until they take notice of it. Everyone's like, Para, why do you complain and bitch so much? Other than the fact that it feels so fucking natural. The fact that the only way Blizzard will ever take critique or criticism or, you know, input from viewers is if we, I guess, throw it to them negatively. Because what's Blizzard actually going to do if we say, man, I love this game so much, don't change a thing? They're not going to, realistically, they're not going to change anything, like I just said. But if we're negative and show them their flaws, we have the slight hope that maybe they'll sit and think, wow, guys, we might be fucking up here. Maybe we should change a few things. But, of course, that's hope. And with hope comes the opportunity of failure and disappointment. God damn, I'm the most positive person in the world. Let's just leave this Frosty game, man. They're too tanky. More tanky than a Prot Warrior, kinda. It's weird actually seeing that, you know, Frosty K's have more self-heals than a Prot Warrior. It is a Death Knight, so it makes sense a little bit, but not really, in my opinion. Let's just go to this objective, guys. Fuck it. 17,000 without procs. Give me another Shield Slam proc. Ooh, another 17,000. I could get down with this, maybe. You know, I could maybe play this a little bit more than usual. It's a little bit better now that I know that Ignore Pain's just not on global cooldown. It's also nice kind of having... If I did take Aegir Management, my cooldowns would be reduced a lot, but then I'd be missing the Shield Slam damage. If they put this on, like, the 30 row, I'd probably take Aegir Management all day. I kind of hate having to share really good talent rows. But that's life. Usually they put, you know, the better talents on the same row anyway, so... we'll use cooldowns here, why not? 17,000, wow, health's going away. This is where self-heals and self-sustain would be amazing. So even when we do have cooldowns, I didn't really have Shield Slam, or I didn't have, like, a lot of my cooldowns up. The only cooldown I used there was Last Stand, which is a health increase, but if we had Shield Wall, I think we would have been a little bit more tanky. I don't know. It's really weird. How much does block actually, like, what does block actually do? Reduces damage of an attack by 42%. Block chance 25%. So we have a 25% chance to reduce damage by 50% from a melee attack. Not counting, we can't block spells from what I know. If I can, let me know. If I'm a dumbass, let me know in the comments as always. By the way, I'm streaming 10 PM PST every weekday now, Monday through Friday. Check it out, boys. Check it out. But I don't think block really does much, man. In my opinion. I mean, this increases block chance by what? Blocking all melee attacks for 6 seconds. Wow. That is an incredibly short amount of time for a 14-second slash our only damage mitigation for the most part. Our damage mitigation, we have Ignore Pain. Ignores 50% of total damage taken, up to 30,000 damage prevented. Pretty shit if you just even read the tooltip. Even I think it's pretty bad. And then we have Shield Block, which obviously just blocks melee abilities. Reduces damage you take by 42%. For 6 seconds, also bumps the damage on Shield Slam. And then we have Shield Wall, which reduces damage taken by 40% for 8 seconds. I think a common theme here is very low duration of our damage mitigation abilities, and then just no self-heals in general. The downfall of Prot Warrior. It's good damage, though. If you want to play, like... If for some weird reason you want to play a slightly tankier DPS spec that probably gets focused like a tank, then hey, Prot Warrior might be for you. But... if you don't really want to play a tank, and you want to play like a DPS that does good damage and has, like, even Fury has higher sustain. I dare I say, Fury has better sustain than Prot. It's true. I don't think I'm false here. I don't think I'm pulling your chain. I don't think I'm bullshitting you. I do think Fury has better self-heals and better self-sustain than Prot Warrior, even though Prot Warrior is the tank. I don't know why. Maybe it's because our damage mitigation is poop, but it's really because of Bloodthirst, to be honest, if you really want the explanation here. The Bloodthirst damage that it does and the self-healing that you get from Bloodthirst in general is really good, along with Enrage Regen with Furious Charge. Like, your self-heals can be absolutely insane if you try hard enough. As a... god damn it, I really wanted to go on that healer. I wanted to go on the healer because we could have applied Demoralizing Shout. Goodbye, health. Like I needed you anyway. That's another thing I fucking hate about Prot. I feel like even though I'm a tank, sometimes my health just goes away. And that's... it shouldn't be like that as a tank. I don't know. It's like they're trying to balance Prot Warrior as a DPS/tank, which is just bad. Just make us a normal tank, please. With some sort of damage mitigation. That's not just taking 50% reduced damage from all sources and, you know, block chance increase, which is also odd. I could complain about Prot Warrior all day, because I used to actually play Prot Warrior in, I think it was Burning Crusade. Burning Crusade or Wrath Lich King. As a twink, I used to play a lot of Prot Warrior because it actually used to be really good. Used to, you know, shield. I do like that they stuck with the fantasy of Shield Slam kind of hitting hard and just Prot Warriors, you know, being a slightly tankier DPS, but it's almost gotten to the point where there's a lot of DPS specs that are just tankier than Prot Warrior, which, examples just off the top of my head, Havoc Demon Hunter. Literally Rogue Mage with any of those fucking tank trinkets, which finally got nerfed, thank God. Let's just name stuff off that's actually tankier than Prot Warrior. Frost DK, Unholy DK, Havoc Demon Hunter, Fury Warrior, a rogue that knows how to use Feint with a 30% damage reduction, Rep Pally with Bubble, Arms Warrior with Defensive Stance, 20% damage reduction, literally more damage reduction than I'd say Prot Warrior has in most uptimes. I'd say Balance is slightly more tanky than Prot Warrior if you just keep range and know how to self-heal. Sadly, I think Affliction and probably Destro are more tanky as well than Prot Warrior as well, because they have that high armor. And then just, you know, massive health regen. I don't know. I don't have to make this video, but I wanted to make this video because, one, I needed to play Prot Warrior and just get a general feel for it. Doesn't seem like much has changed. Seems like we're still just a kind of really, really not tanky tank that does DPS. Which is so fucking contradicting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Check out the stream 10 PM PST every single weekday, Monday through Friday. Thanks for watching. Bell thing, notification, thumbs up, comments. Let me know what you guys think about Prot Warrior. I don't think it's that great, but everyone has different opinions. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.